Andrew Tate, yes, Andrew Tate. That is the main talking point of this entire video. That's what this video is all about. Andrew Tate, a guy who has not been relevant ever since 2022 or 2023, bro. It's been a good 3 to 4 years. His relevance kind of came up a bit when he had a fight against Chase the Moore, but we all know how that ended in December 2025. We all know how that ended. He got absolutely beaten the shit off. In the press conferences, he was talking a bunch of... I actually believed that Andrew Tate was going to do something, bro. Hell no. This cigar smoker was not going to last the distance against someone like Chase the Moore. He was incredibly sloppy. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. The main thing that we're going to talk about in this video is his arrests. That's the main thing that we're going to be talking about. And this guy can't seem to get himself out of trouble in any way, shape or form, bro. It's actually getting worse by the day. He actually cannot take a break, bro. But in my point of view, he does not deserve a break. Because me, I have lost all types of respect for Andrew Tate, bro. So whatever negative thing that comes his way, I'm not even going to sympathize with him, bro. Let's get on to the actual details of the arrest. So originally, Andrew Tate had like 21 criminal charges on him. But ever since the recent events of his arrest in Miami, 38 new criminal offences were added, which gives it a total of 59 UK criminal charges on him, which is absolutely crazy. Literally, wherever he goes, there's always going to be like a new criminal offence that he's potentially done. He moved from Romania to Miami because the Romanian courts lifted his travel ban or something like that, because he wasn't allowed to travel. And you know what's also funny? Andrew Tate made a video like this.
You want to play these games? I'm right here in Miami. I'm right here in Miami. Come get me, arrest me, perp walk me, put me on the news, tell everyone I'm a human trafficker. You think I'm not versed? You think I'm not ready? I'm a Navy SEAL in this shit. Come get me, raid my house, take my stuff. You think I sleep with a full phone full of evidence? You think I don't wipe my phone every night? You think I'm dumb?
So do you really think I don't wipe my phone? Yeah, that definitely sounds like someone who's innocent. Definitely sounds like someone who has nothing to hide whatsoever. Someone who wipes their phone every single night. Even if you wipe your phone, the authorities will always find a way to retrieve all the stuff that was on the phone beforehand. All the media that you just erased only got transported to a cloud. Is not gone completely. And this guy's been the sketchiest guy for the longest time, bro. I can't believe this disgrace of an individual would actually be the most googled man in the world at one point. And when everybody was glorifying this guy, calling this guy the top G, and everybody was just trying to replicate the life that he had, or the life that he seems to have on social media as he has presented to the world, and even selling courses like The Real World and Hustlers University, bro. Like what? All of that was just dumb. We used to glorify this guy back in the day, seeing this guy as the actual top G, but someone like him does not deserve to be glorified. Andrew Tate is literally a loser. And even though he might be going to Miami and he has a lot of money and all of this stuff, it doesn't necessarily make a person better than another. It doesn't. It's all about the character of the individual. And all I see from Andrew Tate is just an arrogant waste man. Another part of his arrest was that also that he had indecent images or indecent pieces of media of a child. What the actual hell is going on? Like, I thought him and his brother actually had children.
This is disgusting. Disgusting. We have children. This is disgusting.
They have children themselves. They were speculated to have indecent images of a child. Really, bro? Really? This is what happens when you have all of this money and you go into places like Miami and stuff. And also that you're a person that clearly stands for nothing. Andrew Tate literally stands for nothing and nobody. That's the type of person he is, bro. Because of how much money and status a person has. Like a clear example of this. Like a majority of us know that he converted to Islam. Like around 2024, 2023 times or something like that. Something around those times. I know I don't have a right to judge necessarily. I don't have the authority to evaluate a person and say whether a person is a good Muslim or bad Muslim. An ordinary person on the side cannot judge somebody like that. But it doesn't mean that you can't point these things out. Ever since his conversion. On X, he's just been promoting gambling. And also, that's gathering together with a bunch of controversial figures like Myron, Clavicular, and Sneeko. They already got themselves into controversy because of that. They were on their way to a club in like some limousine or something like that, looking like they're trying to recapture their youth, looking like they're trying to replicate high school prom, like a bunch of losers, bro. Like the ages of those people there, it was around the range of 25 to 40 years old, bro. And they were partying like this.
Too mad. That shit about lame as hell, bro. They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
It literally got into a controversy because of that song, that controversial hate song from Kanye West, bro. And Andrew Tate went to that club, and just like the others, he was free mixing, which is another thing that makes me question how genuine his conversion to Islam actually was. But regardless of the fact, ever since they got clocked for that incident, individuals like Myron, Nick Fuentes, and especially Andrew Tate himself all put the blame on one person, Sneeko. They all used him as a scapegoat, which backs my point again. A person like Andrew Tate does not stand for nothing or anybody, bro. He has no loyalty to anybody. When he's under fire, he puts it on somebody else. Now look at what has happened to him. He has no legs to stand on whatsoever, bro. And because of his recent arrest in Miami, there are talks on him getting extradited to the UK for a further court hearing there with the new charges. And that could build up a stronger sentence for him when the verdict is delivered and when he actually goes to prison for however many years it's going to be decided. So yeah, a person like Andrew Tate does not deserve any respect whatsoever, bro. He never deserves deserve respect in the first place. He was spreading a lot of truth at the start. He was actually a truth seeker at the start. He was right in some areas. But then the actions that he's doing afterwards, that just completely kills his credibility, bro. When you judge a person's character, you need to weigh the things that you agree with and you disagree with. You need to weigh up a person in order for you to determine whether a person is actually credible, actually good enough for you to listen to. Because unfortunately, there's a lot of sheep, there's a lot of brainwashed people. They agree with most of his opinions, and because they agree with most of his opinions, they fully turn into fanboys. They fully copy his mannerisms and all that stuff. They literally see this guy as a person worthy of worship or something. Yeah, they basically worship this guy. But those Andrew Tate meat riders right now, they look absolutely stupid when their supposed Lord and Savior is actually trying to follow the steps of Jeffrey Epstein because of his indecent images of a child and all of that stuff. Getting involved in the CP business and possessing pieces of media like that. The thing that I want to say to end this video is, do not glorify these idiots. Don't glorify, don't idolize anybody that is as sketchy as Andrew Tate, bro. Somebody who claims to be a playboy, he's doing this and that. People that are very Miami or LA orientated, or people that act like the top G, and people that act like alpha males, trying to act like they're the proper role model for somebody to be. People that have built a lot of influence for some stupid reason. Don't just blindly follow people like that, because little do you know, the person that you may be idolizing or you might be a very, very big fan of, you maybe want to meet this person one day, but little do you know, said person is doing a lot of dark things behind the scenes. What happens in the dark always comes to light, and Andrew Tate has been an example of that from 2022 all the way up to now. And if he gets sentenced to 15 to 20 years or even more years in prison, then yeah, he 100% deserves it, bro. Because Andrew Tate is a vain, arrogant piece of shit person that deserves everything that is coming to him right now. And yeah, that's all I want to say for this video. Have a good day, guys. The Mozzie Effect out.